Pie Day of the century. For those of you who don't know what Pie Day is, one, how do you not know Pie Day? It's like the greatest day of the year. Pi Day is 314, and pi isn't like P-I-E, like the dessert you eat. It's like P-I, the mathematical number. This year, in 2015, it's the ultimate Pi Day, because on March 14th, the way Americans write the date, it's 3/14/15, and at 9:26 and 53 seconds, it will be the ultimate Pi Day until, the next century, in which case they can do it all over again. If you don't write your date that way, just pretend for the one day, because oh my gosh, it's Pi Day! So in honor of Pi Day, I am going to read some Pi Day poetry for you. This has nothing to do with failure, just for everyone's love of pie. Pi Day Extra Credit. A poem by Julia and her good friend Rebecca. Pie, pie, oh beautiful pie. Who likes pie? I say I. Ah, Pi Day! This next one is from Tom Wilson at an open mic night at the Sacred Grounds Cafe. There once was a girl who loved pie. I never could quite fathom why. To her it's a wonder, to me just a number. Its beauty revealed by and by. It's Pi Day, gotta get down on Pi Day. 3.14. This next poem is called Just for Fun by Ken Johnson. Consider humble pi. It is a number never ending. It never repeats itself as its value keeps ascending. Based upon a circle, many men have tried to calculate the ratio of its width to its outside. It is called irrational because it cannot be made into a fraction. The challenge of its nature has been called into action. The number pi has played a role in every life on Earth. From physics to statistics, it's always proved its worth. The tires that you ride on, the table where you dine on, little pi was there throughout its concept and design. Humble pi is constant. It's been a great addition and quietly serves us each day without recognition. If you cannot appreciate why I hold this number high, then shame! It is you that should be eating humble pie. This next poem is called Pie, and I found it on Mr. R's World of Math and Science, and it didn't list an author. So if you wrote this poem, I'm so sorry, but I really love it. So here we go. A pie was discovered in ancient Greek times. It didn't have apples, bananas, or limes. Unlike desserts, those pies people eat, this pie's a math constant, but it's still pretty sweet. Pie is pretty easy, it's 3.14. It used to confuse me, but not anymore. I use it for math, it's really quite swell. Although it's irrational, pi works pretty well. Areas of circles? Try pi r squared. It's the cool constant. Pi deserves to be shared. For circumference, you need a quick formulae. Here it is, mister. You have to use pi. Yes, pi's the cool constant. Without it, I'd cry. 'Cause I'd fail my math if I didn't have pi. So those are some awesome Pi Day poems. If you have a Pi Day poem, you can share it down in the comments. Also, speaking of down there, in the doobly-doo, I have a list of Pi Day songs. Back in January, I texted a bunch of my friends, and I was like, what are some good songs to play on Pi Day? I'd like to give a shout-out to all the people who helped me with it. Andrew Sherman, Casey Michael, Liz Jordan, Joho, you know who you are, Catherine, Megan, Allie, Melanie. It's pretty awesome. I've already started jamming to it. Thank you everyone for watching, and have a fantastic Pi Day! Pi Day, it's deliciously awesome, 'cause you eat pies with math symbols. Pi Day. This is why I don't have friends.